Hey guys, Coach Christianna here. Today I'm going to take you guys through some Olympic lift movements or some movements to help improve your Olympic lifts. You can also use these movements if you are not an Olympic lifter and would like to strengthen your overhead position and your squatting position, your speed down to the bottom of the squat, your tension. This helps a lot of different things, also your stability. So all you're going to need for this is a PVC pipe. So you can use a PVC pipe, you can use a towel or a cloth. I have this nice cloth here. We're just going to wind it up a little bit and then we can use it the same way we would use the PVC. This is actually almost better because it forces you to keep tension or else you're going to get a droopy cloth. You can also do this with a mop. So everybody should have all the equipment to get this done. Let's get started. So our first movement that we're going to work on is called a drop squat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by getting into my snatch grip on my PVC pipe, and how I can find that is I can place the PVC pipe in my hip crease and hinge forward, and wherever my elbows lock out is where my snatch grip is going to be. This is most likely where you will find it. Some people might be a little bit closer in or a little bit farther out. This is a pretty general guide to find it for you. So we're going to get into that nice snatch grip. Then we're going to bring the PVC into my back rack position. My feet are about shoulder width apart, or you're in your squat stance. So from here, all I'm going to do as fast as I can with as much tension and stability as I can is drop to the bottom of the squat so my hips pass my knee crease, pressing that PVC overhead, fully locking out my elbows, keeping my chest up in this position. I'm going to come back up.
I see another one.
I'm going to do it again. So working on that speed to the bottom, and what I want to do for this is I want to pause at the bottom on each rep, pause for at least a second, and then come back up, making sure that that position at the bottom is nice and stable. Okay, so we did our drop squat. So we're going to move into a snatch balance from here. So the difference between the drop squat and the snatch balance is in the drop squat, I'm simply dropping, working on my speed to the bottom, pausing at the bottom, and then coming all the way back up. For my snatch balance, I'm going to have a slight dip in my hips. So hips back, knees are slightly out. I'm going to drive through, squeeze my butt, get tall, and then drop. So that is slow motion. I'm going to show you real time with a nice little pause at the bottom. Our next movement is going to be an overhead squat. So my hands are still in this nice snatch grip. For some of you, the overhead squat position might be a little bit more narrow, but it's going to be generally the same. So I'll bring that PVC pipe into my overhead position. I'm focusing on locking out those elbows and constantly pressing up, trying to bend the PVC in half. So as I'm doing that, focusing on pressing up, locking out those elbows, I'm going to squat down, bringing my hips right below my knees, pausing here, keeping that nice chest position. So the PVC should be right over my head. It's actually a little bit too far back, so it should be right over the middle of my head. Nice pause here, keeping that tension, coming back up. So if we want to put, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a complex. So we're going to put all three of them together. We're going to put the drop squat into the snatch balance, into the overhead squat. So it should look something like this. Nice pause at the bottom on each movement. So what I'd like you guys to do is work the complex, one drop squat, one snatch balance, one overhead squat, 8 times. So 8 times for that complex, and take a little rest in between and do it 2 more times, so 3 times total. Okay guys, so start throwing that complex in a couple times a week. It'll help you work on your stability in the overhead position, your tension at the bottom of the squat, keeping that full lockout, chest up at the bottom, and then your speed down to the bottom, which will really help with your snatch ollie lift. So the last part that I have to share with you on this video is that we did a little bit of rearranging in our house. Because you know, if you want to do all the work, you got to do the work and then be able to have the relaxation and the snacks. We have moved our couch into our kitchen. Because if you can see, this makes it really easy. Snacks are right here, accessible. This blanket that I used or could have used for my ollie lifts is now accessible for my snacks and naps position to finish off the day. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope that the videos that I've been making have been informational and also brought a little bit of light and funness to you guys' life. I try to keep with a little bit of some work you can do, some information, and then also some silliness, just because, you know, we all need a little bit of that, staying home, trying to make it creative, doing stuff like this, staying connected. So I hope we can keep staying connected. I've had a lot of fun doing my Saturday morning classes, even though last week we were pretty much running around the block for the whole one. It's been great to connect with everyone and see everybody's messages on Train Heroic and on the Facebook group. So let's all stay connected. And if you do end up creating yourself a little situation like this at home, feel free to shoot me a video because, you know, it'll make my day too.